Nigeria will never progress. Yes, you heard me right. You know why? No country ever moves forward, advancing from its backside. No. Now, the analysis I'm going to present here today is actually paradoxical, all right? And it's rooted in abstract reasoning. So how you choose to understand it, how you choose to interpret it is totally up to you. Number one, everything in life is governed by law. And the command of nature precedes law. Successful individuals, corporations, or even nations, they align themselves with this supernatural law, a law that exists from the supernatural commands. The process takes on a pattern. You get it? Now listen. From our common understanding of creation, it was written, "Let there be light," and there was light. Now the first takeaway is, let there be light is not a discussion, or was not a discussion. It was a command, a supernatural command. Thereafter, it assumed a law, and then a pattern was established. Every other element of creation or whatever that was created followed that pattern. A command, a law, and then a pattern. Of course, this is spiritual, and this is where science differs. But that is a discussion for another day anyway. After the formation of man, another command was issued. This time it was, "Go ye into the world and multiply." The command assumed a law. A law of nature. And the human body itself aligned itself with the yearnings of procreation. And then creation followed subsequent pattern. Thus we arrive at a sequence: command, law, and pattern. When a command is given, it assumes a law. When it assumes a law, a pattern is established. In other words, every success story, every achievement follows a natural pattern, one that aligns with a natural phenomena. Now come with me. Let us consider the word at the command of "let there be light." It tells us that to advance in every meaningful achievement or endeavor, there must be light, there must be vision. Light comes first. Take another instance of pattern. The movement of the sun. It rises from the east and then it sets in the west. It's a natural pattern, an established natural pattern that cannot be disrupted. It was a natural command. It assumed the status of a law. Now it follows a pattern. For it, a pattern has been established for the sun. Anything that goes contrary to that pattern will simply be disastrous. Also, from the religious point of view, take a look at the story of Adam and Eve. Upon disobedience, their relationship pattern was broken. And as they tried to revert back to their natural habitat, they were sent out and sent back to the wilderness by the same angels or spirits that was meant to guide them. The message is simple. A force, though invisible, guides the natural pattern that has been established. in everything. So what is pattern? A pattern is a consistent order or trend in how physical phenomena occur or change over a space of time. In social science, pattern can be referred to as observable regularities that reveals how nature and society behaves. Even in our social media era, pattern can be regarded or referred to as logarithms. In language etymology, log can be regarded as input or pile-up, and rhythm is simply a system of flow, just like in music, an established procession of beats and tunes. Now let us check pattern in politics or governments, in leadership procession of nations. At the birth of America, the first president that set the pace for rapid development in the USA was from the Eastern region. That might seem a coincidence, but there are activities of those that understand natural phenomena and the pattern that shaped the governance for the first president to emerge from the eastern part of the country. You get it? At the birth of a unified Germany, Otto von Bismarck, the first chancellor, was from the eastern region. You get it? Now do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that other great men do not arise from other regions of any society or country. What I'm only pointing to is the existence of supernatural patterns that governs growth and development in any given society. Now let's get back to religion. At the birth of Jesus Christ came 3 wise men from the east, bearing the most precious natural resources of their time and even now. Where did these 3 wise men come from? The east. Did they mention that they had wisdom? Yes, they did. Did they possess spiritual insights? Undoubtedly, yes. Before returning home, they were warned in a dream not to follow the same route they came from, but take another route. Why? Because there was a herald. There's always a herald waiting to terminate every emerging potential development or growth anywhere. That in itself is also a pattern. So at the birth of this nation, leadership initially aligned in the natural order of growth and development, beginning from the east, just like the rising sun. The resultant effect was an electrifying growth. History bears witness to the region that dominated Nigeria's economy immediately after independence, a pattern that should have been sustained. But as with the disrupting factor in the pattern, there came the herald. You know, this herald has been described in many forms. Some people say the devils, some people say the opposing forces. In the movie calls it the Agent Smith. Anything that terminates or seeks to terminate any potential growth. And it is always driven by greed, obsession with power, and the need to control. That's the herald for you. The new nation majority submitted to the caprices and the ways of Herod, and their train was halted, redirected, and the locomotive engine relegated to the back, where the cargo coaches were absurdly tasked to compel and propel the train forward under Herod's direction. Since then, the train has staggered zigzagly from the east to the north, from the north to the west, from the west to the south. A zigzag movement with the cargo coaches being in front. The locomotive engine is relegated to the back. And even at dormancy, is still being monitored day and night. A total waste of time, precious energy being wasted. An Igbo adage says, "Onwege beji azu eje." You get it? That with the back motion, there is no way or headway, progress forward. No. When the head locomotive is inactive, the journey becomes chaotic and almost motionless. You get the point? You can borrow $1 decillion, change leaders and servants the much you want, apply the blame game anytime, anywhere, anyhow, change your tactics across board. The analysis here is that there is a significant pattern for growth and development, alongside the persistent force of growth and retrogression. To move Nigeria forward, you need a light, the spiritual discernment, and thirdly, the return of the engine, the locomotive engine that has the capability and capacity. Then follow a natural command and pattern. From the east begins everything. If you think pattern is coincidence, check out the coincidence of John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. It is a pattern, it's not a coincidence. Check out great leaders of nations that inspired development in their society. Take a look at their history and origin. The sunrise and the sunset is a pattern. It cannot be disrupted. Nigeria needs to begin again from the east. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.